Check, check, check. Thank you all for being here this evening. Thank you. Before we begin the ceremony tonight, I have a few announcements. If you could please silence your cell phones. We also want to let you know we took pictures at practice today with our walking partners, and we'll take a live individual picture also today. Those pictures will be emailed home to you, so you will have photos from the event tonight. Also, if you could refrain from using air horns during the ceremony, we want to make sure every student's name is read clearly and heard by the audience. Also, a few thank yous. The custodial crew from Redmond High School and Ridgeview High School did an amazing job helping set up, along with the event staff from the fairgrounds. A final thank you to Audio Visions Plus, who put this amazing stage, the curtains, the sounds. This is top drawer tonight, so Audio Visuals Plus, thank you very much. Now, would you please welcome the Ridgeview High School staff. A round of applause for the staff, please. Incredible staff at Ridgeview High School, thank you. Now the moment you've been waiting for, please get on your feet. A huge standing ovation for the Ridgeview High School class of 2026. How about one more round of applause for this class? And how about those purple gowns? Love them. And now, ladies and gentlemen, please stand and remove your hats for the presentation of the colors and the playing of the national anthem by the Ridgeview High School Ravens Song. The colors are presented by Redmond High School cadets Mary Camarongan, Maya Santos, Mia Saldana of the Redmond High School Marine Corps Junior ROTC Color Guard, commanded by First Lieutenant Autumn Gibler. Please remain standing and silent until the color guard has left the arena. Thank you.
So proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets' red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
Thank you. You may be seated. Good evening again. My name's Brian Crook, and I am so fortunate and blessed to be the principal of Ridgeview High School. Joining me on stage today are Board Chair Michael Summers, Board members Liz Goodrich, Ashley Proctor, Amanda Page, and Carrie Lopez, along with Assistant Principal Athletic Director Randy Vigiano and Assistant Principal Amanda Ditto. Please give them a round of applause. The class of 2026 has a few thank yous. Students, would you please stand? First of all, they would like to thank this amazing staff at Ridgeview High School. Secondly, they'd like to turn and thank the families, the parents, and the loved ones and friends supporting them today. Thank you, class. You can be seated. We'd like to begin this ceremony by celebrating this class and the amazing accomplishments of 25-26. So first of all, if you are in the top 10% of the Ridgeview High School class this year, please stand to be recognized. Thank you. If you were in theater and performed in Grease or Murders in the Air, please stand to be recognized. If you were a part of the amazing choir performances, please stand to be recognized. If you were a member of the band and was a part of those performances, band, please stand to be recognized. If you were a Seal of Biliteracy recipient, please stand to be recognized. And this might be the most important one of the evening. If you avoided the tardy table and never got ISS or detention, please stand to be recognized.
If you earned an advanced diploma, which means you earned 27 or more college credits in high school, please stand to be recognized. Thank you. If you earned a university diploma earning 26 or more credits, please stand to be recognized. If you earned a 4.0 GPA or higher, please stand to be recognized. If you are an RVHS CTE concentrator earning 3 or more credits in a single CTE pathway, please stand to be recognized. If you earned your CNA certification throughout your time at Ridgeview High School, please stand to be recognized.
If you were a member of an RVHS athletic team or activity, band, choir, clubs, and club sports, please stand to be recognized. If you were a member of a qualifying state team or individual state qualifier, please stand to be recognized. If you were a member of the following teams who earned a top 10 all-state academic honor, please stand to be recognized. Football, boys cross country, cheerleading, boys basketball, boys and girls wrestling, girls swimming, softball, baseball, track and field, golf, and boys tennis. If you are a member of an OSAA All-State team, please stand to be recognized. If you are a member of the RVHS leadership class, please stand. If you are a member of our unified sports team, please stand to be recognized. If you are a member of Si Se Puede, please stand to be recognized. We also would like to recognize those who overcame obstacles to be here today. This class is full of students with tenacity, determination, and persistence, and we are all so very proud of you.
One of our seniors is a Ford Scholar. It's a scholarship worth up to 90% of the student's unmet need for college, valued at $40,000 a year for 4 years. Hunter Lewis, please stand to be recognized. If you were a Raven pageant contestant who raised over $16,000 for our Sparrow jet, please stand to be recognized. Another incredible scholarship, a full tuition scholarship, all expenses paid to Columbia University, worth almost $500,000. Cheyenne Kanga. Total scholarships earned by the class of 2026 was $2.6 million. Congratulations.
In our standard English classes, our seniors write a graduation speech in which they present to their class and faculty members. This year's winner who gets to provide a speech here tonight is Diane Katakutan. Diane, would you please come up to give your speech?
Good evening, everyone. Before I begin, I would like to thank our principal, teachers, counselors, and staff for the guidance, patience, and support they've given us throughout our high school journey. Thank you for believing in us, even during the moments when we struggled to believe in ourselves. A year and a half ago, if you had asked me where I would be today, I never would have imagined standing here. Being given the opportunity to share my journey and speak before all of you is truly an honor. I am grateful for the chance to share a story that I hope will inspire others. In 2024, I've moved from the Philippines to the United States and transferred to Ridgeview High School. Overnight, everything became unfamiliar. The school system was different, the culture was different, and even the simplest things felt difficult to navigate. I left behind the people, places, and routines that had shaped me. And for the first time, I found myself starting over. To be honest, the transition was harder than I expected. My grades dropped, my motivation disappeared. I felt lost in a place where everyone else seemed to know exactly where they belonged. While others were making memories and spending time with their friends, I often found myself sitting alone in classroom or standing alone in the hallways, simply trying to get through the day. I missed my friends back home, and there were moments when the loneliness felt overwhelming. There were days when I did not want to come to school at all. The hardest part was not the workload or the language. It was living between two worlds, the one I had left behind and the life I was trying to build. I remember asking myself, what if I never feel at home here? For a long time, I did not have an answer. Then one morning, after a difficult night, After I found myself walking alone in the cold on my way to the bus stop. I felt uncertain, overwhelmed, and honestly scared. But in that quiet moment, I realized something more important. No one could make this journey for me. No one could magically make things easier for me. I had to decide for myself whether I would keep moving forward. And that's when adapting began. Not when things got easier, not when I felt ready, but when I choose to keep moving, but when I choose to keep showing up anyway. I once read a quote that said, not taking the risk is a risk itself. At that time, it was just a quote. Today, it felt like a lesson. Moving across the world was a risk. Starting over was a risk. Walking into a new school where I knew almost no one was a risk. But staying where I was comfortable would have meant never discovering what I was capable of becoming. Slowly, things began to change. I met people who made me feel seen and welcomed. Friends like Hannah and Gwen reminded me that connection is still possible, even in unfamiliar places. I learned to be patient with myself. Instead of, instead of focusing how far behind I felt, I focused on taking one step at a time. I looked at my grades and thought, this is not who I am. So I gave myself time, I stopped rushing, and I started trying. Little by little, my grades improved. But more importantly, so did I. And that's when I truly understood what it means to adopt. Adopting is not about forgetting where you came from. It is not about suddenly loving everything around you. It is definitely not about having everything figured out. Adopting is about continuing even when it's uncomfortable. Adopting is about growing even when you feel lost. Adopting is about choosing to move forward even when the part of you wants to go back. Because even now, I still miss my old school. I still miss my life in the Philippines. Sometimes, I still wish I could go back. But I have learned that missing something does not mean you're not moving forward. It simply means it mattered. Before coming to Ridgeview, I attended St. Mary's Academy of Giwan in the Philippines. At our school, we had the saying, once a Marian, always a Marian. For years, I thought those words only meant that St. Mary's would always be my home. But moving here taught me something deeper. Home is not just a place you leave behind, it becomes a part of who you are. The discipline, values, and lessons I learned at St. Mary's stayed with me. They helped me through some of my most difficult moments. And when I arrived to Ridgeview, I gained something equally valuable. Ridgeview taught me independence, resilience, and the courage to keep moving forward even when the path was not clear. Today, I realize how fortunate I am to have been shaped by both schools. One taught me who I was, the other taught me who I could become. As I stand here today, I want to thank my family for every sacrifice they have made to give me the opportunities I could only dream of. I also want to thank my friends here in the United States and my friends back in the Philippines. No matter how many miles separated us, your support reminded me that I was never truly alone. To my fellow graduates, we are entering a chapter filled with uncertainty. Some of us know exactly what comes next, while others are still figuring it out. And that's okay. As we leave this chapter behind, I hope we carry with us the courage to take risks, the humility to keep learning, and the strength to keep moving forward even when the future feels uncertain. Because growth rarely happens when everything is comfortable. It happens when we choose to keep going despite our fears. One day, we look back and realize that we did not just survive the change, we grew because of it. Remember, once a raven, always a raven. Congratulations, class of 2026.
Thank you, Diane. Next up, we welcome Belinda Sisson, leading our concert choir, who will be singing a musical selection, A Dream is a Wish Your Heart Makes, arranged by Audrey Snyder, featuring soloist Chanel Yeaman.
A dream is a wish your heart makes when you're feeling small, alone in the night. You whisper, thinking no one can hear you at all. Smiling on you. Don't let your heart be filled with sorrow, for all you know tomorrow. A dream that you wish, dream that you wish will come true. A wish, a dream come, a wish, a dream come true.
Thank you, choir. Wonderful job. Next, we'd like to welcome to the stage our salutatorian with a GPA of 4.358. Please welcome Hunter Lewis.
Comparison is the thief of joy. A few weeks ago, I went to Steelhead Falls and went cliff jumping. And the people that I was going with were doing flips out of 40-foot trees. And so when it was my turn to do a measly death dive off a 40-foot or a 20-foot cliff, which by the way, a death dive is essentially just a safer belly flop, I ended up landing on my back somehow. Now, leaving, I felt pretty defeated. And I caught myself thinking, wow, I am never going to be as cool as these guys. And if I let that thought take over me, then I wouldn't have been able to go back in the last few days and successfully death dive. Now, there will always be someone that is better than you at anything. For example, I could be disappointed that I didn't get first place, that I'm not the valedictorian. But that doesn't make any of my accomplishments or any of your guys' accomplishments any less impressive or important. Now, if I had given up on getting the best grades I possibly could just because I couldn't get first place, then I wouldn't be in this wonderful position that I am in. So don't ever compare yourself, your abilities, or your character to anyone else's, because it will only keep you below them and below your own potential. Now, just try to be better than the person you were yesterday. And if you end up failing that one day, it's all right. You can try again tomorrow. But you won't figure out how to fix yourself or what you're doing unless you land on your back once or twice. I wouldn't have learned to death dive if I didn't completely fail the first time. And you can never control yourself, or you can only control yourself and your actions. So keep at it and never become stagnant in your own life, because there's so much life to live, and I encourage you to try to be present in every moment and always work towards something, anything. Because oftentimes when trying to do something new or hard, that first step, that first leap off a cliff is the hardest. And as long as you keep working, you'll find fulfillment and accomplishment. While it's hard to change the world and even harder to change yourself, you can always try. But no matter who you are, you will leave a mark upon the world in one way or another. And how significant that is fully up to you. So try to make that mark incredible. Because at the end of your journey, all that will remain is that mark, that legacy. Thank you, class of 2026.
Next, please welcome to the stage our valedictorian with a Ridgeview High School record GPA 4.519, Zach Lester.
I first want to begin with asking a question. What do you see? You may look up here and see an archetypal valedictorian, studying hard, getting good grades, and staying out of trouble. Or maybe you saw me wearing the combo of flip-flops and a tie and think that I need to grow up. Now, I had the choice to wear what every other normal person would wear, but I think there's an importance to being abnormal, because there's joy to be found when you no longer worry about what other people think. My best memories from the past 4 years of high school are from my friends and me making fools of ourselves. Whether it was singing valograms to random people, pioneering the sport of backcountry bobbing, or playing hacky sack in the halls while barefoot. We would turtle each other's backpacks and hide them, sprint down to take in attendance in hopes of beating the old record, and tell some not so scary stories around the fire. All of these moments are what come together to define me. But what these memories have in common is that from the outside world, I might look a little odd. And maybe that's what you're thinking right now. But honestly, that's okay. Because if I were to constantly act in a way that makes me look normal, I would be reciting a speech about how crazy it is that we have made it this far, or how the end of high school is the start of the next chapter of our lives. Instead of remembering this speech as an old cliche, I hope you remember the importance of chasing your dreams while having a little bit of fun on the way. The reason I wore flip-flops today was intentional. It's to show you how forgetting your inhibitions allow you to live in the moment. Although shoes don't define who you are or what you are to become, uh, the attitude you bring through life determines your journey. Your shoes may either be freeing or self-confining. So when your day is over and you wake up tomorrow, when you're getting ready for work, or when you're rushing out the door because you're late, make sure to put on the right shoes, because life is a balance of having business on the top and casual on the bottom. Thank you, and congrats to the class of 2026.
The last speaker of the evening, voted on by this class, Mr. Reese Owens.
Thank you, Mr. Crook. First off, Zach, I think you just insulted my speech. So thanks for that. Okay. I would like to thank all the parents and guardians who have afforded me the opportunity to be part of your children's lives and who have put in a substantial amount of time and effort supporting them. Ravens, don't forget to thank your parents and family this evening. And thank you to all the amazing staff who pour their heart and soul, sweat, and sometimes tears into making Ridgeview an epic place to learn. I can't believe we are here. Most of you passed through my physics classroom as freshmen. Quite a few of you I saw later in astronomy or as TAs. And some of you were the first students I ever taught when you were in 7th grade nearly 6 years ago. I'm sorry it's taken you this long to get rid of me. We are a little older, a little wiser, and in my case, a little grayer. Yes, I do have gray hairs named after some of you. It feels like I blink and the time passed in an instant. I would have laughed if you had asked me 6 years ago if I would be speaking at your high school graduation, but here we are. Please know it has been my absolute privilege to have been a small part of all your journeys, and now it is my honor to deliver the faculty address for this amazing class of 2026. As I wrote this speech, I realized I would never find the perfect words or have enough time to express my appreciation for all of you. So I've decided to nerd out and talk about the most sciencey things I could think of. I'm just kidding. I'm not actually going to do that. Like any decent teacher, hey, I heard that. Like any decent teacher, I decided to assess what my students needed to review. So I started asking you all what your plans were and how you felt about graduating, which I know are your favorite questions because you have only answered them a million times. What I learned is even if you currently have a plan after high school, many of you are nervous because you have no idea exactly what you want out of life or where exactly you are going to end up. That is natural. You have been used to the same routine year after year, but now your adult life is starting. If you ask the adults in this building, I bet most of them, at your age, were just as nervous and has a little clue as to what life had in store for them as you do right now. When I was in your shoes, I had absolutely zero intention of being a teacher. However, now, standing here in this moment, I know I ended up exactly where I was meant to be. I would not have it any other way. So I'm going to review 3 life lessons that you have hopefully already learned that still helped me to this day and will hopefully help lead you to where you are meant to be. First, remember, whatever you are doing, whether it's school, sports, volunteering, serving in the military, working a service job, in a trade, teaching, or even flying to the moon, be the best at it you can be. As Thomas Edison said, genius is 1% inspiration, 99% perspiration. Work hard at what you were doing, but if whatever you are doing just isn't vibing, make a change and work hard at the next thing or toward your next goal. I know it's cliche, but it feels cliche because it's true. Hard work pays off. It allows you to build skills and forge connections that lead to new opportunities, and those opportunities will lead you to where you're meant to be. Second, remember to leave positive memories with others wherever you go. Memory is a fascinating thing. As a moment is experienced and memories are being formed, your brain creates neural connections. As I look out at all of you and recall memories, my brain is literally retracing the neural pathways that first fired when we experienced those moments. This means we all leave actual physical pathways like a fingerprint in the brains of others. You have left your physical mark in the brains of every person you have ever had an interaction with, and they've all left their own fingerprints in your brain. These pathways strengthen the more they are retraced, and the beauty for me is that I only seem to retrace the pathways that brought me joy, laughter, and positive feelings about your class. There were obviously a few negative interactions, hence my gray hairs. Brains may not always remember the exact details of an event, but they are great at remembering how it made us feel. Leaving your small corner of the world with positive impressions of you will open doors and can make getting to where you were meant to be a little easier. The last but most important lesson to review is inspired by the great wizard Gandalf the Grey, who said, "All we have to decide is what to do with the time that is given us." Remember not to waste too much of your time. I often struggle with this. It is easy for time to pass you by without even noticing and without having accomplished anything. Doom scrolling. Sorry. Time is a precious resource. It can tick forward and be spent, but a moment can never happen again or be banked for later. This does not mean never have fun and always work, work, work. You have to find the right balance of that for yourself. It means use your time wisely, but also remember to slow down and appreciate all moments, both big and small. Look around. Appreciate this moment. See your friend next to you, your family in the audience, your favorite teachers sitting at the end of the aisles, or possibly standing up on stage. Take it all in, form those neural pathways. This moment will never happen again. All moments are truly once in a lifetime. Because of this, it's important to take your time seriously. But remember, don't take yourself too seriously. I think it's usually a good use of time to smile more, be goofy, and have fun with it. Life's too short not to. Finally, please know you will be missed, but all of us will carry those memories, those fingerprints from all of you. And we are so excited for the future that awaits you. I know that future is uncertain, but like most of us, you will muddle through, and life has a funny way of working out. Remember, do your best at whatever it is you are doing, leave positive pathways in the brains of others, and use the finite resource that is your time wisely. But have fun with it too, and you will end up exactly where you were meant to be. Congratulations, class of 2026. Go out and experience life. You are all going to crush it.
I hope the days come easy and the moments pass slow, and each road leads you where you wanna go. And if you're forced with the face and you have to choose, hope you choose the one that means the most to you. And if one door opens to another door closed, I hope you keep on walking till you find a window. If it's cold outside, show the world you will smile. More than anything, yeah, more than anything, my wish for you is that this life becomes all that you want it to. Your dreams stay big, your worries stay small. You never need to carry more than you can hold. And while you're out there getting where you're getting to, hope you know somebody loves you and wants the same things too. Yeah, this is our wish. Yeah. I hope you never look back, but you never forget all all the ones who loved you in the place you lived. I hope you always forgive and you never regret, and you've helped somebody every chance you get. Oh, you find God's grace in every mistake and always give more than you take. But more than anything, yeah, more than anything, I wish for you is that this life becomes all that you want it to. Your dreams stay big, your words stay small. You never need to carry more than you can hold. And while you're out there getting where you're getting to, hope you know somebody loves you and wants the same things too. Yeah, this is our wish. Yeah, this is our wish.
Thank you, Miss Sisson. Okay, everyone, this is a moment you've been waiting for. I present this class on the behalf of the superintendent, Dr. Sharon Klein. The Ridgeview High School class of 2026 has met all graduation requirements set forth by the state of Oregon. We may now honor this class with their high school diplomas.
Fernanda Nicole Moreno.
Josephine Elaine Lapora. Avery Lane Kingsbury. Ellie K. Norris. Ella Marie Asplund. Lily Hardy. Josie Ella Hopper. Samuel Stephen Hopper. Hunter Charles Lewis. Logan Michael Lee. Wyatt Adam Temple. Zachary Scott Lester. Raiden Hogohano Hano Makalani Nakamura. Gage Gregory Hobbs. Lincoln Michael Elmore. Chase Gordon Swanberg. Ty Samuel Stevens. Isaiah Christopher Howells. Chance Duran Batorf. Lane Gregory Romanek. Cohen Kenley Baresh. Cash Michael Leonard. Annika Manau Stymack.
Alan Jaquinde Caballero.
Aiden John Scott. Ashton Daniel Markham. Danner Edward Frost. Kellen John Nyman. Cole Kelly Jackson. Kabir Singh Gurm. Memphis Pham. Avonlea Rose Greco. Leilani Lee Buck. Riley Leanne Sanders.
Diana Elena Robles. Iyari Samantha Vallejo.
Brianna Peyton Hatch.
Haley Jacqueline Castillo.
Ryden K.A. Nui Nui Onalani Conaheli Peters. Silas Malik Youngblood Skeel. Adon Mendez Martinez. Alex Frey Doozer. Calvin Hammond. Titus William Sherrill. Nathan Schultes.
Fernando Martínez Toledo.
Jason Caleb Bovey. Nathan Scott Liddell.
Carly Naomi Ruelas. Amy Jocelyn Ornelas Saldaña.
Cheyenne Akenga. Caitlin Chelsea Pig.
Maya Desiree Luna Ruiz.
Ni Huyn. Peyton Matthew Oakes.
Owen Matthew Hansen.
Maddox John Barr.
Jesús Emmanuel Dávalos López.
Kaleo Abraham Sampaio Jardine. Jack Taylor. Remy Love Clausen. Haley Grace Nelson. Addison Jolynn Cummings. Mason Alexander Stewart. Orion Elijah Alston. Jackson James Maloof. Evan Michael Martinez. Robert Gordon Teal IV. Jackson Tayshawn Harris.
Eric Hernandez.
Tegan William Lindsay. Kai Everett Brookop.
Diego Isaac Cortez Olivera.
Ethan Maycomer.
Joel Armando Jarro.
Jillian Eileen Botello. Anna Marie Shalak. Julia Maylin Knowles. Cassius Cole Owens. Maddox Richard Clayton Johns. Jordan Reed Nunez. Caden River Robinson. Harrison Swift. Luke Edward Osborne. Kaylee Lynn Stroud. Abe Tackman.
Emily Gutierrez Armijo. Jackie Ramirez Tapia. Charlotte Avery McNulty. Paige Alice McNulty.
McKenna Marie Anakerko.
Amy Janice Trejo Hernandez.
Olivia Maggie Thomas. Madison Kimberly Kinman. Rowan James Vandenboss. Heidi Ava Tremel.
Kylie Noel Sizemore. Kai Keister. Genesis Bravo. Aiden Weens.
Zachary Charles Doherty. Logan Kelly Mazarak. Caleb M. Kirk. Luke Sharp. Parker Joseph McAnally. Logan Grant Habel. Aiden Derek Freeberg.
Jairo Cienega.
Miles David Gilbertson.
Fermín Ortiz Ruiz.
Emery Rain Penhollow. Jaden Starr Seacrest. Allison Rose Brummett. Chanel Jolie Yeeman. Evan Harlan Murders. May Alaya Jackman. Olivia Michael DeRoss. Emma K. Werner.
Roselyn Analí González. Rihanna Alejandra González.
Greenlee Joanne Smith. Riley Boggs. Lucas James Geyer. Henry Jacob Whitaker. Echo Mullins. Amara Shanae Anderson.
Araceli Liliana Jepson Perez.
Keely Alana Cook.
Karina Araceli Cook.
Macy Kalina Williams. Brady Kane Heisel. Kyrie Mai Nakamura.
Ashton Blake Gibson Hill.
Diego Correas.
Tristan Fisher. Dresden Lee Good. Jamie Snyder. Oscar John Matthews. Samuel Wyatt Krauser. Ashton Xavier Wallace. Chloe Ann Buckner. Kindle Narelle Buncher. Jaden Ann Gabauer. CJ Patrick Waite. Samuel James Hillier.
Audrey Menke Baltazar.
Lila Lee Peterson. Jaden Christopher Mata. Jacob Allen Mackey. Morgan Addison Elliott. Isabel Jaramillo. Savannah Gilmore. Laura Pinkerton. Gretchen Rose Deerdorf. August Hutchison. Sophia Lynn Bauer.
Taven Ann Duncan. Ryan Barnes Rubio. Samuel Mark Johnson. Justin Lugo. Elijah James Rogers. Carson Cardy. Ariana Lisette Carrillo. Estrella Citlali Lopez. Anthony Delgado. Nancy Perez Ramirez. Jacob Kenneth Ballou. Hayden Beard. Dakota A. Kissman. Wilber Brito Sotelo. Caleb Lee Housden. Christian Xavier Herrera Fernandez. Jeremías Guadalupe Terrazas. Janet Aguilar. Nayeli Yuridia Ruiz Albino. Diane B. Katakutan. Valentina Deva Fernández Aranz. Sara Olivia Santana. Carla Sánchez Torres. Itzari Yusilady Méndez Garcia. Emmanuel Zelea López.
Bridget Marjorie Charlton. Chaz River Tover. Alexander Wayne Yankish. Riley Ann Schulenberg. Chloe Catherine Lassen.
Anesi Martinez Venegas.
Gwyneth Ella McLeod.
Guadalupe Perez. Elena Christine Zapian.
Isaac Hunter Choate. Carl Michael Rossetti. Andres Jacob Karazan. Kiana Whitman. Madison Lily Gill. Callie Ann Cessna. Torian Shea Harris. Ellie Kate Russell. Evelyn Meisen Sample. Ryan Douglas Ross. Kylie Leanne Lane. Thank you. Kylie Ruth Short Schaffner. Hope Gabrielle Butts. Nathan Matthew Stewart Butts. Eliana Hines.
Daniela Coutu.
Taylor Elizabeth Sagdahl. Lillian Dominguez.
Jasmine Jade Gandaria.
Carson Ray McDowell. Keenan Blackledge. Owen Pierce Jones. Auten Marco Antonio Rosales. Ava Monroe Deering.
How about one more round of applause for the Ridgeview High School class of 2026? We'd like to welcome to the stage ASB President Rihanna Gonzalez for turning of the tassels. Ridgeview High School staff, would you please take your positions for the exit?
Congratulations again to the class of 2026. Please rise for the turning of the tassel.
Great job, Rihanna.